You're probably one of the best exes your ex-man, your ex-woman can have, because people are normally extremely paranoid about who has this man been with, who has this woman been with, and what are the exes like. And unfortunately, many of us have been victims of exes who don't respect discipline, who don't respect that a man is with another woman, a woman is with another man, and I as an ex should not be blowing up his phone. I as an ex should not be blowing up her phone. Like me, I'm sure you are also in my shoes, where once something ends, you never reach back. Because for you, once something ends, it's over for you, and you're not the one to build relationships with your ex, to remain friends with your ex, to even remain friends with benefits with your ex, or ever message your ex saying, I want to get back. Because you and I are some of those people who think if it was meant to be, it'll be. If it was meant to work, it would have worked. And if I was supposed to be his woman, and if he was supposed to be my man, or vice versa, we would have still been together. And if you and I are in a place where we understand commitment, self-respect, and we are at a place where we put discipline over emotional outbursts, we put discipline over emotional volatility, we put discipline over our selfish emotions, and especially we put discipline and pride over chasing somebody else's man, somebody else's woman who once used to be your man, your woman. And if we can't understand that fine line between letting somebody else know that, hey, I am interested in you when they're single, versus chasing somebody down while they're with somebody else, is two different types of pursuing somebody. Unfortunately, men and women confuse the idea, the word pursue, with an intention of wanting this man, wanting this woman, and getting this man, getting this woman at whatever capacity it may be. And unfortunately, many exes think that they still have an entitlement hold over their exes as soon as they get into a relationship. And some of us have been in very painful, hurtful situations where exes have had no discipline, where they are openly chasing the man we are with, where they're openly chasing the woman you're with. And many a times exes have a way of entering your man, your woman's life back if they have connections with their close people. They use them to get back. Secondly, they get back into this person's life with an intention of breaking you both apart and then leaving their life again because they just hate their ex so much. And thirdly, there is so much sex involved between these two people, your man, your woman, and their ex, that somewhere, somehow, that woman, that man still has a hold on your partner and their sexual parts. And there are also situations where exes still feel that there's an entitlement because they're trauma bonded with your partner, and therefore they feel that their relationship is way too deep than yours can ever be. Because unfortunately, we again live in a world where people believe negativity, being aligned in trauma with a man or a woman, is more real than being in a relationship with somebody which is healthy. Because everybody likes to live in chaos, and when there is no chaos happening in anyone's life, people create chaos. And if naturally there is another man or another woman that your partner has been with, which was way more chaotic, which was way more easy, and every time they fought, they just fucked and got back, then that's very easy target. That's very easy relationship for your partner. And if your partner or you are not in the same wavelength of what it takes, and if you as a man or woman in my place realize that this partner of yours, however much of a king or a queen they're supposed to be, they're actually just fucking knights and just fucking damsels in distress, because at the end of the day, we come to understand that this partner wants to be with her and wants to be with me, and when he's with me, he's missing her. When he's with her, he's missing me. And if you're a man, when she's with you, she's missing him or them, and when she's with them or him, she's missing you. And therefore, people who are constantly juggling between us and other people and their exes, they will never be able to commit to us. And if we understand that we are in an equation where we are actually a triangle without even accepting it, and yeah, if it's not a triangle, for whatever reason your relationship ended with your ex amicably, they still will get with a man or a woman who will be insecure about you. And you and I have been in situations where we don't understand why the new boo is insecure about us. Because if you and I can get out of a relationship because we didn't feel welcomed enough in the relationship anymore by the partner, and we didn't feel the love that we once received from them because they didn't want to be with us. So I'm talking to people who have been dumped, who have been rejected, primarily over another human being that they chose over us because they thought this other human being is better, grass is greener on the other side. But somewhere, somehow, 10% of us, we were never insecure about being left for another woman. For us, we are more like, if the relationship did not work, if there's a reason why the guy walked out when we were not ready to walk out, if the woman walked out when you were not ready to walk out, if they gave up on us, we are more attached to that feeling of being given up on. And we were given up on because there was somebody else in the picture. So everything that we did in the relationship when we used to be with these people, everything was discarded overnight because they couldn't get over their ex while they were with us. Because them as a man or a woman either couldn't wait to start a new bubbling relationship with this new eye candy that they have just met as a man or a woman, or they can't wait to reignite the fire that they used to have with their ex. And when that happens, you and I become an in-between person. And 10% of us in that in-between moment, where 90% of the women and the men that they get with start planning, scheming, attacking us, if we were in their place, we move on. You and I have a very healthy pride in us that it is not ego, but if our love is not enough for somebody to really fight emotions which is going to hurt the relationship, that means this relationship is not as important to this man or this woman. I've been in relationships where once I got with a man or woman, I wouldn't even lift my eyes towards another man to look at him. But this man wouldn't stop appreciating his ex, appreciating the type of beauty he likes in a woman, because I wasn't the type he had ever dated. So this is just one of the examples that we go through as 10% of men and women who don't want to chase, not because, oh, people should chase me kind of energy as a woman, because I don't think women should chase men anyways. But once a relationship is over, as a man or woman, you will never hassle your ex. You will never especially hassle your ex as soon as you see your ex with another man or woman playing husband or wife. And whatever happens in their relationship is their thing. He is her man now. She is his woman now. And you're okay with it. And even if you're still hurting over the relationship, even if you and I have been in places where we have just broken up and this man has started a whole relationship the fucking next day, because probably they've been fucking long time ago. This woman has started a whole relationship the very fucking next day because they've been fucking a whole lot of time ago. And that hurts because you get rejected anyways, but that type of rejection is a different kind of pain, because everything this narcissistic man and woman put you through meant shit to them. We could have easily acted up. We could have easily blown their phones up. We could have showed up where they live. We could have stalked them. We could have stalked the woman that they get with. We could have stalked the man that they get with. We could ruin their jobs, go around the same man that dumped us for another woman, the same woman that dumped us for another man, and try to lure them in somewhere, somehow, sex them. But exes who don't have that basic discipline, who don't have that basic respect for their own self, who choose to be voluntarily homewreckers when they get with us. So they don't have the same energy towards us, but these exes or these men and women who just like the partner that we're with, People who don't value discipline and boundaries. These are the type of exes who like to trap the man, the women that they used to be with. And to be in a place where exes are involved still in our relationship, it's a very awkward place to be with a man or a woman who does not check their exes. And for me, if the man I'm with does not check his ex, however involved she is with him and his people, I just know that I don't need to ask the guy, do you want to get with her? Do you like her? Do you want to be with me or her? Done. I'm out. I'm out very second. Even if I'm physically present, I'm checked out emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually, everywhere possible. Because as soon as a man can even contemplate and put me in a place where I'm compared with his ex and pits us against each other, if ever a guy even thinks that I can be made an option, and then, colors change, the way he moves around me changes, because I've lived it. And you as a man as well, you can put yourself in a situation where you're clearly being played right now with an ex of this woman. Many a times we don't have proof. It's just the way they move. And some women and men like us, we cut it short immediately. Some men and women like us, we don't go on and on and on and then snoop and then do everything that these karmic bitches do for years. So as long as they are with this man, they're okay. If this man then goes out and cheats, goes out and fucks his exes, goes out and fucks the exes, you're fine as long as you're with me. We are just not that type. So because we're just not that type, I feel that these men and women who are now with our exes, instead of attacking us, instead of being insecure about us, instead of being obsessed with us, instead of attacking our reputation and everything that we are, and instead of constantly comparing themselves as a man, as a woman with us, and constantly belittling us, insulting us, mocking us in whatever way that may be, that may make you feel good as a woman, as a man, but really look deep. We are not the type of man or woman to even approach your man or your woman who we once called our man, our woman. They're not ours. Because if they chose you, and if they chose to leave us, especially for you, who do you think won? You in your twisted head. And I specifically use the term won because you are constantly in a one-sided, insecure competition with your man's ex, with your woman's ex. We are exes. We don't care. And we are not important for this man that you are with. You are important to him. Just bear that in mind as a woman. And even as a man, he is not important to her. You are important to her because she left him for you. Now, what you would do in your relationship, how you handle this man and his tantrums, how you handle this woman and her tantrums, and how he handles you, how she handles you is between you both. We don't want to be homewreckers because we understand our value. And we know when we give with an intention of being someone's wife or husband or be committed. And those are the type of people I am talking to, because I don't take commitment in relationships lightly. But we are mostly the people 99.9% of the times who are single today and who've been dumped 99.9% of the times because we live in a devil's playground. Nobody wants to commit, but they want the wifey and the husband treatment. So unfortunately, many times good men and good women do find and have found and have learned heavy lessons, and have, unfortunately, some of us have fallen in love with men and women who are only there to use us, abuse us, and teach us a lesson. This is the devil's playground, and we got with the devil's son, with devil's daughter. You and I have always been in a healing journey, and even when you and I were probably unhealed, one thing we know that we never broke people up. One thing we know that we always respected the ex who walked out on us, because we respect ourselves way more than this ex, even if they treated us like shit, that we will never chase a man or a woman. So yeah, you will never be the guy or the girl who will blow up your ex's phone. Unfortunately, they think that you not blowing up their phones is you being cocky, pricey, whatever the fuck. And therefore, when these men and women find men and women who blow up their phones all the fucking time, even after they break up. These type of men and women think that is more of an important relationship than what they have with us. Because these men and women like to be chased. And therefore, you and I know that what we bring to the table is what we bring to the fucking table. And we know what we can offer. And we offer, even when we don't get nothing in return. We offer so much that they don't fucking deserve it. And those are the people I'm talking to. And in spite of all that, if a man or woman can just walk in and take this man or woman away, why the fuck do we want to be with them? Right? And so instead of being grateful to be with a man or woman today whose exes like us have let him have you, have let you have him, however you got him, however you got her, now keep him. Now keep her, because he made the choice. She made the choice to pick you. So if today you have been picked, you should be secure enough that you were picked over us. And today how he feels about you is a you and him issue, is a you and her issue. What's happening in your relationship is none of our concern. But for so many months and so many years, you've been about my life, you've been about his life, her life, but we are exes. So how the fuck do we matter to you? And if they are still interested in us, that's none of our concern. Because at the end of the day, we were dumped for you, for someone like you. So irrespective of what your woman or your man is doing today, just have some faith and feel good about the fact that they chose you over us. So even if you want to be in a competition, which is motherfucking one-sided competition, be happy that you got picked. So be happy and tell yourself you won. Because at the end of the day, you won. Because you got him, right? You got her, right? You're the reason why we are not together today, right? Because at the end of the day, we had distractions too. We had people hollering at us too. But the only problem and the only good thing about us as people is we value discipline, we value commitment. And we were in love with this man, with this woman. So while he and she was juggling us, while he and she was enjoying the perks of you and me as a man or woman, we were going through the motions with him. You as a man were going through the motions with her. Because you operated from a place of love. He and she operated from a place of lust and everything negative and all the 7 vices, which was everything that he wanted in a Jezebel spirit of a man or a woman. And so he went to her. And so she went. And today when you and I look back, you and I were raised as a man or a woman who never would chase a man or a woman because our love was that real. It was that strong. It's almost like an insult to chase an ex, even if he was a bum. Because I know I have dated bums. And I'm sure you also dated bums as women or men. So if we could love a bum so much and give so much, like they were very easy to get away and get over from. But it's less about how fast we get over because we don't have any guilty conscience. We don't have any regret. We are done. We did everything we could and we are good. Even if it's a man or a woman that you and I have probably fallen in love with, who's left us for somebody else, and that was a shock, and that was probably 1 or 2 relationships which is significant, and like I said, it's got you to hit rock bottom, but it's also got you to change your life and see your dating patterns. At least for me, it was an awakening for my soul. The relationship that didn't work out, and it was probably a situationship. There's probably nothing to this man today if you speak with him. But for me, it was everything. And therefore, I feel relationships are subjective. The value and the impact it has on a person A is very different than it has on a person B. So we look at it objectively. If it didn't work out, we move on, because if somebody loves us, they would do exactly what we do for them. And they would also fight for us the way we are fighting for them. With the world, with people we call family, friends who don't approve of us. But more so, we fight with our constant internal battles, and we do one relationship differently than all the other relationships we've had. So while they are fighting their vices, or while they are not, while they are entertaining their vices with multiple other men and women by cheating on us, we on the other hand are working and avoiding our vices and treating them like a wifey or a husband, while they expect us to mother them and father them while they're fucking behind our backs. And Even if they're not cheating, even they're just not treating us right. They're just not giving us the respect that we deserve. So there's no equal give and take. And when that happens, you and I are not someone who randomly ends relationships. So that's why normally we get dumped. Not because, at least I can speak for myself, we are pushovers, but more so because we believe in the relationship. We believe in the man or the woman we are with because we believe in the love that we have to give. But unfortunately, I am in a different era of relationships, so to say. But anyways, coming back, when we are that way, we, I think, understand better that we are also involved with an uninvolved man or a woman who will always choose easy over valuable, will always choose short term over long term, will always choose lust over love. And priorities are not the same. And even if it is, it's not with us. So I want to tell every person that my ex is getting with, firstly, keep your bitches in check. And you women need to be okay, because I'm not going to chase your man. And even for you, if you are somebody who's been dumped, then you're not chasing. If they are coming back to you, you will respond. You will see what they have to say to you, as long as you feel it's healthy to do so. But you will also notice how have they been acting. Are they coming back with selfish motives? Are they coming back just to fuck your mind up again? Or are they coming back just to use you, taste you, and go back to the woman, go back to the man they're with? Are they playing house with another man or woman? Are they still with their ex and just coming in and out? So you know all of that. If they were in our place, they would entertain all that shit. And that's probably the reason why they're even still together, because that's exactly what the exes did while they were with us. So, but we're not going to repeat that. We're not those people. So have him, keep your word, and have each other. Because if he can choose you over me, if she can choose him over you, they don't deserve us, firstly. And secondly, we are nobody to break somebody else up. And you and I today, irrespective of who they chose, who came into the relationship, why he dated her or him after us, whatever, we understand the fact that we were not chosen is enough to not continue any type of conversation with this man or with this woman, because they made the choice to let us go, to start something with somebody new, or to start something new completely differently in their life, with a person or not with a person. But at the end of the day, the choice was made to drop us, and we respect that choice and we move on. So don't worry, I won't blow up your man's phone, because some of us are not as disrespectful as you. I'm not disrespectful like you to call my ex, who is now again your man, because you made sure the relationship was reignited. However you did it, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, and all together, manipulated energies and shit. So if you have to do all that to get back a man or a woman who was your ex, and you reignited something artificially, how long it's going to work, you think? Because it's very easy to get a man, reignite something, but you were not able to keep them the first time. What makes you think you'll keep him or keep her this time? Because if it's not organic, and if you broke something organic, which was something that was written, well, the karma is for you. But more so, I'm of the opinion that it's insulting, and I don't want to be played for a fool if a man or a woman that I am with can't respect me and the relationship enough, and can't behave himself in public or private, or can't behave herself in public or private for you as a man, to go entertain their exes and entertain your tantrums, and then have secret conversations and secret rendezvous with you. Oh, please, have each other, because ew, I don't want to be a part of that dirty equation. I'd rather go out and start dating again, which I will, and I want to when I'm ready. But this time at least I know when to cut it off. And I just want to let every woman know I am never going to be a threat to you. So you don't need to worry if he is talking to me or whatever. You guys can go continue fuck like rabbits, because he's chosen you. And if he's chosen you, I don't want him. Never will I want him.